Have you ever thought your solar panels would keep running during an outage? It feels logical. So why wouldn't they keep powering your home? The truth is, almost all solar systems shut down completely when the grid goes out. Here's what's really going on. A solar panel by itself usually produces around 30 to 40 volts of direct current. But panels are almost always wired together in series, which means the voltage adds up additively. That voltage is live anytime there's sunlight, no matter what the power grid is doing. Now, why is that a problem? Thinking about when the grid goes down, linemen could be working on power lines near your house, and if your solar panels didn't disconnected from the grid, that voltage from your roof could backfeed onto those power lines, causing a real danger to those people working on power lines that they thought were off. That's why every standard grid-tied system is designed to stop producing power during an outage. Without special equipment, your house can't island and keep running its own solar because the priority is to protect the grid and the workers repairing it. But panels also have to be shut down at the panel level. You see, human skin can start to conduct current at about 30 volts. At 50 volts, the shock risk becomes serious. So at 300 or 400 volts DC, you're at a level that could cause dangerous injury or worse. So even though your inverter shuts down during a blackout, the wiring on the roof could still be energized. And that energized wiring is the second safety problem here. Even if you're no longer sending power back to the grid, there's still voltage sitting on the roof. That's why the National Electric Code introduced something called rapid shutdown. The first version required that rooftop solar systems drop down to a safe voltage within 10 seconds of being turned off. Later versions of the code went further, requiring shutdown at the module level. That means each panel must disconnect from the other panels in series, so instead of having 300 or 400 volts across the entire array, each module is isolated to its own 30 or 40 volts. How is that done? There are a few ways. Microinverters, like the ones made by Enphase, do it by converting DC to AC right at each panel and cutting power during an outage. DC optimizers, like those from SolarEdge, attach to each module underneath them and also isolate the panels when needed. There is also a category of standalone rapid shutdown devices such as TGO or AP Smart units that can be added to systems with string inverters. The end result is the same. During an outage or emergency, the system doesn't just disconnect from the grid, it disconnects at the panel level. That reduces the voltage on the roof from hundreds of volts down to just the safe level of a single panel. The reason your solar shuts down during a blackout isn't because the panels stop working, it's because safety codes require them to stop sending high voltage around while the grid is out. It's all about protecting firefighters, utility linemen, and even homeowners themselves from live conductors in a power outage or emergency situation. If you're planning to install solar, it's worth asking how your system handles rapid shutdown. If you already have solar, check whether it was built under the newer NEC rule. In many parts of the US, module-level rapid shutdown has been required since 2017 or 2020, depending on what state you're in. That's the real story behind why solar systems power down during outages, not because the sun went away, but because the voltage on your roof has to be made safe for everyone. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Did you assume your panels would keep running during a blackout? Did you think built-in microinverters or add-on devices are the smarter way to meet the code? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to dive deeper, check out my next video where I'll talk more about the types of inverters.